Listen, my children, to chapter 3. It's my favorite part because in this one you will see that even though I know you know the way this story ends, there's more to life than win or lose. And sometimes you make friends. When you meet a special person, you can feel it right away, like when you meet a scientist who lies to save the day. I have a new life motto that I want to share with you. If they paint their arm bright blue, you know the friendship's true. True friends make you feel like you've already won and give you the courage to do what they've done. Judd said the Lexus could fly through the air, so I said there's holes in that sweatshirt right there. But just like in life, you're not always on top. So parts of this chapter might make you yell, "Stop!" Before I end my little poem and start on chapter 3, I want to say thank you to a special girl to me. I know you started coming to the trial just for John, but all that frantic energy really turned me on. Your smile made me feel like there was nothing I couldn't do. You'll have to keep on reading if you want to find out who. May 21st, 2025. Vacation mode on. Dear Diary, the minute I got to court this morning, I begged Bev to do a mini voir dire of each juror to find out what they think of me. I felt like that cute little couple who's falling in love in the front corner was always whispering about me. It took until 9:30, but she finally said, "I'll allow it." Kicked the whole courtroom out and interviewed each one of them. Turns out they don't hate me. Yay! They're just whispering and laughing all the time because they think our case sucks, which is also not good. But they don't hate me, so that's a win for Hanky. Tell that to Scott from second grade. Ha ha ha. Plus, it doesn't even matter if it's day 20 and we haven't proven anything because we have 5 days off, so they won't remember anything by the time we get back. XOXO, Hank. May 27th, 2025. Trust the process. Dear Diary, I have to admit, this morning I was worried. Juddy showed up looking like he just went on a week-long Canton bender. Messy stubble, losing his voice, wearing his grandpa's suit. And immediately he started telling everyone about how Tully is our boss and chauffeur. But then I remembered what Oprah said. Never give up. Your dreams are your reality. And me and Juddy just started vibing. We made up so much random stuff to a reasonable degree of engineering certainty, calculating the variance between the right answer and what we want the answer to be. Feet divided by seconds times seconds equals feet. It was amazing. I'm just mad Juddy didn't let me wear my Karen wig and drive the car to hit him. This man could present PowerPoints for days. And I think that's what my new strategy is going to be because I can't let Elise get up and ruin all the fun. XOXO, Hank. People I love. Mom and Dad, sometimes. I wrote that one in second grade. Ronald McDonald. The Budweiser frogs. Cindy next door, but not anymore. Lisa Simpson, Cleopatra, Mr. Spock, J.K. Rowling, Al Gore, Flo from the Progressive commercials, Barbara from 6th grade, but not anymore. Whitey, he signed that one, isn't that cool? Jay Carney, the Yo Quiero Taco Bell dog. Crosby, Stills, Nash, but not Young. Ariana Grande, Sheldon Cooper, Alanis Morissette, and Dr. Judson Welcher. May 28th, 2025. Soul full of sunshine. Dear Diary, you know how yesterday I said I loved Juddy? I didn't even know what love was then. I think he's my favorite person of all time. He was the biggest pain in the ass to Elise today, and I loved every second of it. Just when I thought Juddy was backed into a corner and he'd have to admit some info, he would just blurt out something completely random like dyslexic or it's possible the car could have blasted off into space. He even started talking about spreading his load. It was amazing. I've never trusted a witness more. At a certain point, I just stopped listening for things to object to and I kicked back with Lally to watch the show. Wow, diary. Today was a beautiful day. XOXO. May 29th, 2025. This is a letter I wrote to the Honorable Judge. I found it in her trash can, so I took it back so I could add it to my diary. Hank the Law. B. How do you think we did? I know you can't really tell me. But how do you think things are looking for us? What has Michael Morrissey been saying? Did he mention me at all? Tell him I saw him at the parade, and he looked so handsome. Thank you for your help with that Trooper Paul situation. God, Elise just won't quit. Oh yeah, also, thanks for not making Juddy answer any of his stupid questions. We're meeting for claws tonight if you want to join. XOXO, H. She didn't join us. May 30th, 2025. Still unraveling. Dear Diary, I made a little oopsie today. So yesterday we rested, and today the rejects started their case. But when I was cross-examining their first witness, Matthew DeSagra, I was so used to questioning my own witnesses that I got a little confused. Maybe it was all those White Claws I had with Juddy last night. We were doing karaoke until it was time to come back to court. Anyways, I forgot that DeSagra wasn't my guy and that Burgess is, and I asked a lot of questions about how dumb Shano's report is. I also poked a few holes in Juddy's work, but that's because I'm so mad at him that he wouldn't let me be Danny when we sang Summer Lovin' last night. Then Proctor's buddy with the good hair came to talk about their group text thread, the Limp Dick League. Maybe me and Juddy will end up in a group text like that someday. Ah, Hanky can dream. XOXO, Hank. June 2nd, 2025. It's okay to feel your feelings. Dear Diary, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. I got to read Proctor's texts out loud to Karen's face. But that was only because his stupid best friend went all Mother Teresa about how they were so bad he couldn't even say them out loud. I got to team up with Kelly Devil to accuse the rejects of threatening her, but that was only because she made it so obvious that she's lying and there are so many people in on it. I got to bully Marie Russell about how she only signed on to this case to get TikTok followers. But then I looked over and even Tara Kerrigan was shaking her head in embarrassment. I knew I should have kept Juddy on the stand forever. XOXO, Hank. June 3rd, 2025. The bad days will end soon. Dear Diary, this is so unfair. Last year, the rejects barely did anything on their case against Lals. When Butthead Barrow said Proctor clearly broke the taillight, they didn't even cross-examine him. It was like they didn't even want the jury to remember. Last year, they only called 6 witnesses. Those dorks were done in less than 3 days. That is who I thought I was going up against when I took this case. Instead, I had to spend this whole morning yelling at a grandma and this afternoon discrediting the only honest cop in the state. Hanky Cranky. XOXO. Crank. P.S. At least Bev is still on my side. I started blurting out random things I knew weren't in evidence. Elise got so mad that he was screaming about a mistrial with prejudice. But Bev said she couldn't do that to her baby. Me. June 4th, 2025. And I drew that little turtle boy statue. Dear Diary, I was on my best behavior today. So this morning, I went on my burner Twitter and I saw how everyone was freaking out about how I was going to treat Lucky. Well, in your face, because I was like Mr. Rogers coddling that man. Except for the part when I yelled at him because his wife died. Oopsies. It was a little embarrassing when I got confused about the difference between a snowplow and a tow truck. But it was really embarrassing that I had to admit that I'm a turtle rider right in front of Turtle Boy. Tara Kerrigan stayed home today, and I missed her. Good thing it was only a half day. There's no court tomorrow because it's going to be 95 degrees, and Madam Court Reporter smells too bad. XOXO. Hank. Oh, that was just something special I did with my friend Tara Kerrigan when we didn't have court. I don't think we need to put that one in here.